So David from the United States is a sub-junior. This is a NAPF sub-junior record attempt at squat in his opener. Makes easy work of that. 3 white lights, and he sets the sub-junior NAPF 93 kilo squat record right off the bat. 210 kilos on his opener. And we're going to Kyle, Team Belize, 212.5 kilos for his opening squat. Now he's opening up actually above his personal competitive best by quite a bit, 7.5 kilos. His previous personal best was 205 kilos.
Oh, wow.
Good way to start the day.
Come on.
Nicely done, smoothly through that whole lift. 3 white lights, and that's a good lift. He's on the board. So we're going to 215 kilos. Trinidad Tobago, John Rodney. He's in our junior division. He's also in our university division. So quite a few of these lifters are in both the university, classic university, and their other category, which is junior. So John in the university competition and the junior competition, starting out 10 kilos below his squat personal best. Nicely done, smoothly up to lockout.
And 3 check marks.
3 white lights, and he is successfully completed his opener at 215 kilos. Brock Nye, USA, opening up at 220 kilos. Now, this should also be a NAPF sub-junior record, because David did it at 210 kilos, so this should be also a record at 220 kilos.
You should be bumping it up to 10.
Well, he makes easy work of that. That was lightning quick. 3 white lights, and that should also be a sub-junior 93 kilo NAPF record for Brock. So Jonathan's gonna come out with 250 kilos. Our first lift over 500 pounds, and he makes it quite a bit over 500 pounds, 551 pounds, 250 kilos. Jonathan, Team Canada. This is one of those metric milestone lifts and a pound lift milestone, 250 and 551. And an opener. Jonathan in our junior category. Nicely done all the way through that lift. And the referees say 3 white lights. He's on the board, 250 kilos. And we're going to keep it here, 250 kilos. MML Weber, Team Canada, also 250 kilos. He is in our junior junior category also.
Yeah.
So this is 17.5 kilos below his personal best of 267.5. Solidly up and down, see what the referees say. And no lift, didn't quite get deep enough. And depth, according to the rule book, is the top surface of the leg at the hip joint needs to go below the top surface of the leg at the knee. Not just to it, but below it. So he'll have to reset, see if they want to do that again or if they want to move it a little heavier. Looks like they're going to do the same thing. And we're going to go to 252.5 for Phil from the United States. He is in our junior division. Junior division's pretty stacked up here. Quite a few lifters, and all of them going for it.
Yep. About tall lifters. I feel this isn't.
For the 93 kilo class, they do look kind of
I
tall.
was like, this is when like height isn't your friend when you're squatting.
These guys are still putting some serious poundage up. And he makes easy work of that. We're waiting for one more light to register. There we go. 3 white lights. He's on the board. 252 kilos.
3 white lights, what we all like to see next out of the United
So
States.
now we have our last lifter for this first round squats. And we're doing a 28 kilo jump up to 280 kilos. Cameron, Team USA.
617.
He's in our junior division, 93 kilos, all these athletes. And his personal best is 320. So this should move really well, 280 kilos.
Oh, come on.
Ooh, he's battling that up, gets it to lockout. And waiting for the referees. There it goes. No lift. 2 reds, 2 sub-reds, which means they didn't like the depth. And 1 white. And nobody went to the jury to talk about that. And I think it would have been fallen on deaf ears anyways. So he'll have to reset, recycle, and see what happens there. And we're back up to the top of the order. Gabriel Rodriguez, Team Puerto Rico. See how I roll my R?
Nice.
He's in our junior division. Successful on his opener, 207.5 kilos. Up 10 kilos on this second attempt.
That's a good jump.
Nicely
That was really
done.
good.
And the referees say 2-1, good lift. The head referee called depth. The side referee said it was good, and it is good.
And ready, let's bring him out. Please make some noise for Kyle Ali. Thank you, ma'am.
So we're going to put 220 kilos on the bar. Kyle from Belize, Kyle Ali, successful on his opener at 212 kilos. Jumping it up 7.5 kilos here to 220 kilos. He's a 21-year-old marine biologist. Gets himself set up. Powers that up into the lockout. And waiting for the referee's lights to reset here. They're having a couple little signal loss issues. We need one more. There that goes. 3 white lights. That's a good lift for Kyle.
Very good. A successful lift.
So we're going to keep the weight right here at 220 kilos.
Next lifter,
David in our sub-junior category.
They're growling. Make some noise, Cayman Islands, for this young man.
So David set the record at 210.
02 pounds.
Then Brock broke it at 220. So David's trying to equal that. However, Brock owns the record.
That's it.
But he made easy work of that lift. And 3 wide lights. He's 2 for 2.
Heck of a job there, Mr. David. Up next, Trinidad and Tobago.
So we're going to 225 kilos, the pretty load. 4 red plates and the collars. There's no other weights on that bar, so I call it the pretty load.
Bar is loaded, clock is running.
John from Trinidad Tobago, successful on his opener, 215 kilos. This is 496 pounds. The only standard load that is below 500, that as close as you get to 500 without having to chip it. So he's in our junior division. Takes it good and deep. Drives it up. What do they say? Good lift, 3 wide lights.
Just the way we like to see it, 3 wide lights.
225 kilos, 2 for 2 on the day. And now we've got Brock trying to extend that North American NAPF sub-junior 93 kilo record.
Just over 500 pounds. That's a lot of red on that bar, folks. We're getting a little bitty. Make some noise for Brock if you want to see.
Is it 507?
Yep. 507.
What?
230 kilos.
Oh, wow.
Easy work of that.
Oh, it's really nice.
And he is very, you know, a lot of people when they squat, they get kind of bent over.
Yeah.
He is very upright. Makes it really move well. 230 kilos, and that's a new record. And so we go back to 250 kilos. Emmanuel missed this on depth. And so he's going to recycle, reset, and try this again. See if he can tweak his technique just a little bit, take it a little deeper, and be good there. Because you do not want to have the pressure of having to have your meat life hanging on that third attempt.
It's very nerve-wracking.
Show me you want it.
Oh, nicely done there.
What the judges say.
3 wide lights, good lift. He's on the board. 250 kilos. And so we're going to move it up 15 kilos to 265 kilos. Jonathan, Team Canada, successful at 250 kilos.
Clock is running for Jonathan Asseltine.
So he's still 10 kilos below his personal best at 275. Closing that gap quickly. Gets himself set up.
There you go.
Powers it up, gets it up through that sticking point up to lockout. And three wide lights, good lift. So he's 2 for 2, and we're going to throw another 2.5 kilos on the bar as Phil just kind of keeps chipping 2.5 kilos in front of him every lift here. And for his second attempt, 267.5 kilos. And he's just 5 kilos below his personal best, competitive best, at 272.5. This attempt, 267.5. So Phil, 23 years old, his profession is a powerlifting coach. So I'm curious if he coaches himself. I know a lot of powerlifting coaches don't actually coach themselves. Smoothly up to lockout. And the lift is good. 3 white lights. 267.5 kilos on the board.
We're bringing back out Cameron Lunsford.
And we're gonna go back to 280 kilos.
Try it again.
Cameron missed this on his opener, so he's retrying again, 280 kilos.
Was it depth?
They called him on depth on his opener, 2-1. So let's see what happens here. Oh, no, couldn't keep that momentum up to lockout, and he's fighting for his meat life. Excuse me. On that third lift, he's going to be fighting for his meat life here. And he took that plenty deep, but couldn't maintain that momentum coming out of the hole to get it up to lockout. So we're back up to the top of the order. Third round squats. Kyle Ali, Belize, 230 kilos on this attempt. He's in our junior division and the university division.
Yeah. No, everybody's over 500, right? Yeah.
Yes.
This is 507.
Yes. Driving it, working it, still moving, no.
So close, it was halfway there.
The bar never stopped. He was kind of out of position, but he kept the bar moving up, and then all of a sudden the energy just went out, and that was the end of that. But wow, what a try. So he'll carry 220 kilos forward. And he'll go get set up for bench press as we go to Gabriel Rodriguez, Team Puerto Rico. 230 kilos on this attempt. He's already successful at 217.5, making a 12.5 kilo increase up here to 230 kilos.
Wow.
And this will tie his personal best competition squat. Nope, not quite there. Got good depth, but couldn't quite drive it up through that sticking point. Gave it a nice try. So he'll carry 217.5 kilos forward into the bench press. And again, he's in the junior and the university competition. And we're going to keep the weight right here for John from Trinidad Tobago. He was successful at 225 on his second attempt. And all three of the competitors in the University Cup are all attempting that 230 kilos on their third attempt.
Successful from 215 and 225.
So we'll see how this goes. He's in the Junior and the University Cup, or University Classic. Representing Trinidad Tobago. 507 pounds. Oh, he's got that. He's got that. The referees say, yes, he does. 2-1. And he has 3 for 3 on the day, 230 kilos, and we'll be going to bench press.
David tripping it?
Mr. David Sarachin.
So
Bar is loaded.
this is our sub-junior division. David
He's going for the record.
He had the record and then was taken away by Brock. Now he's trying to take it away from Brock by 0.5 kilos. Oh, yeah, he got that. So 3 white lights. So he now owns the North American or the NAPF Sub Junior 93 squat record.
Let's see if he can keep it.
Well, now Brock is going to try to break that by 10 kilos himself and go to 240.5 kilos. So this is tit for tat, one leapfrogging the other. We had this earlier in the ladies 84, the Masters 2 division, and we actually had 6 leapfrogs in one bench press session. So in this one, this will be 1, 2, this will be the third in this session here. The third change of hands, if he can successfully complete this lift. Oh, no doubt.
That was easy.
No doubt there. 3 white lights. NAPF Sub-Junior 93 kilo squat record, 240.5 kilos. Brock Nye, Team USA.
He's plenty more in him.
Yeah, well, not today, there's not. So we're going to go to 265 kilos. Emmanuel, who missed his opener, came back, made 250. Now he's trying to catch up for lost time and get up to 265 kilos on this third attempt. He is in the junior division of this competition. Now this will be 10 kilos above his competitive personal best. Oh, not quite there. I thought he was going to maintain that momentum, and then it just dropped off. So he will carry 250 kilos forward into the bench press, and we're going to move up to 275 kilos. Jonathan, Team Canada, also in the junior division, perfect on the day so far. Trying to move it up 10 kilos from his successful 265 kilo lift. This will tie his competitive personal best.
250 and 265. This is a 275 kilo attempt. Folks, that's 606.27 pounds.
That's true. We're now breaking the 600-pound barrier here. Nope, not quite there. Gave it a good try. So no lift, but he will carry 265 kilos forward in his total and go warm up for bench. And we're going to keep the weight right here. Phil Trung, Team USA, successful at 267.5, our heaviest squat so far in this competition. Trying 275 here. And again, this will be our, if successful, first lift over the 600-pound barrier. And remember, these are junior lifters, age 19 to 23, and then our sub-junior lifters are 14 to 18 years old. So he walks it out, sets it up. Oh, nicely done. 2-1, good lift. He's stoked as he runs back to the warm-up room. 3 for 3, 275 kilos. And that was our first successful lift over 600 pounds.
Cameron needs this one.
Yes.
17.29 pounds.
So this will be our last lift in the A flight. He's missed this weight 2 times. He needs this to stay in the meet. 280 kilos. Nope, not there today. Unfortunately, he will not get a championship total. However, he can still compete for the individual medals for the individual lifts and for bench and deadlift. So, how things change quickly in these meets. And we're going to go right into our B flight, which is open and masters in this 93 kilo division. And Reginald Byers, U.S. Virgin Islands, going to open us up at 75 kilos. He's in the open category of this 93 kilo class. 32-year-old athlete, been competing for 2 years. Smoothly through that lift. And good lift, 3 white lights. Next out of the Dominican Republic. So we're going to jump up. This is the Masters 4 division. So we will go for the open to the Masters 4. Masters 4 are 70 years and older, or, well, Claudio is 69 years old, but during this calendar year, he will turn 70, so that makes him eligible for Masters 4. So Masters 4 is 70 and older. So he's opening up at 190 kilos, personal best 220 kilos. Been doing this for a little while, has 10 years of competitive experience.
418 pounds.
Lifting out of the Dominican Republic. Takes that well deep and back up. 3 white lights. He made that look easy. Looked like an opener is supposed to look, kind of, you know.
Like a warm-up.
Last warm-up on the platform.
Bar is loaded for Edward Ruland.
So Edward from Team USA going to open up with 195 kilos. He's in our Masters 2 division. Masters 2, 50 to 59 years old. So his personal best, 227.5. So he's broken the 500-pound barrier at 501. And he's in his first year of competitive lifting.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that was very smooth. And 2 to 1, good lift. And he's on the board with 195 kilos. And we're going to go to Rayford Brown, Belize, 212.5 kilos. He's in our open division. 2 years of competitive experience, 35 years old with a personal best of 245 kilos. He gets himself set up, walked out. Makes easy work of that lift. Let's see what they say. Waiting for one more light. There it is, 3 white lights. He's on the board, 212.5 kilos. We're going to stay in the open division. Mark Baptiste from Trinidad and Tobago. He's going to open up at 215 kilos in our open division. He's a IT technician, 25 years old. Personal best in squat, 235 kilos. Opening up 20 kilos below that. Nicely done. Looked like the weight when he's coming out of the bottom, looked like he started to get driven forward. He immediately corrected it and took it up. 3 white lights, good lift.
Coming up out of Canada.
So now we go to 240 kilos, staying in our open division. Thomas Gear, Team Canada.
Bar is loaded, starting to get a little bendy.
So Thomas, his personal best, 260 kilos. Opening up
240.
240, so 20 kilos below that.
There you go.
Smoothly through all the way to lockout. And good lift, 2 to 1.
We'll take it as we move on.
And he's on the board, 240 kilos.
From Puerto Rico,
Stay at 240.
O'Brien Rodriguez.
O'Brien Rodriguez, Team Puerto Rico. He is actually the secretary of the Puerto Rico Powerlifting Federation,
Oh, is he?
which of course I'm a member of.
Oh, yes. You should know that.
He's making some noise. What do you say we make some noise for him right back? Let him know you appreciate it.
O'Brien, I'm pretty sure, owns most of the junior records in Puerto Rico. Fights that up to the sticking point, gets it locked out. And we're waiting for a light to reset. There it goes. Good lift, 2 to 1. He's on the board, 240 kilos.
United States of America's Lane Norton.
Now we go to 255 kilos in our Masters 1 division. Lane Norton, USA, 255 kilos. Mike, he did win the Masters 1 World Championships up in Canada this last 2022, correct? Yes, he did. Okay. Okay. So Lane is the reigning Masters World Champion in Masters 1. Nicely done. 255 kilos. He's on the board. 3 white lights. And we go to Michael, Team USA, opening at 260 kilos. Michael's opening up 260 kilos. His personal best, 285 kilos. Masters 1, he's in his first year of Masters lifting at age 40. 7 years competitive experience. Nicely done, smoothly down and up, gets it locked out, and 2 to 1, good lift. One of the side referees didn't like it, but everybody else did, and so that's a good lift, 260 kilos. And Javon DaCosta, Team Jamaica. Reggae boys are in the house. 265 kilos for this opener. And according to what we have, this will tie his personal competitive best. 31-year-old personal trainer from Jamaica. Drives it up, locks it out. Powers it all the way up to lockout. 3 white lights, good lift, 265 kilos. And he'll move on to his second lift, and we're going to move the bar up over 600 pounds, 272 and a half. This is 601 or 603? What's it say? Yeah, yeah, 601. We rounded off to 601. Okay. Yeah. So Khalid, Team Belize. So he's opening up at 601. And he is not our last lifter. We have one more lifter after him. And then we'll be back up to the top of the order. Driving it. Couldn't quite get out of it. The depth was there for sure, but kind of got pushed forward a little bit, and that was the end of that lift when he got the bar out of the bar path. And let's see if he can reset and try it again here, as he'll have 2 more attempts. And we go to Gabriel Garcia, Mexico, and he is in the Master 1 division. And Lane Norton and Gabriel Garcia battled each other up in Newfoundland, Canada in the 2022 Masters World Championships. And in that fight, Lane was victorious. So let's see what happens today, as they're going to go head-to-head again here. He's opening up at 282.5 kilos for Gabriel Garcia of Mexico. So this is 623 pounds, 282.5. Drives that up, gets it to lockout. And the referees say good lift, 2-1.
2 white lights. We will move forward back to the top of the roster.
And so the initial battle, Gabriel is trying to build that lead in this initial battle, and we'll see how that works out as this thing plays forward.
Kicking it up about 22.95 for his
95
second
kilos on the bar
attempt.
for Reginald from the U.S. Virgin Islands.
Bar is loaded. Let's welcome him out from the U.S. Virgin Islands, Reginald Byers.
So Reginald's personal best is 105 kilos. And, yep, 3 white lights, good lift, 95 kilos for Reginald. And I see a crooked number for Claudio.
World record attempt.
If I did my screen correctly, out of the Dominican Republic,
198.5
Mr.
kilos.
Claudio Laura
Is that a Masters
will
world
be
record?
attempting
Let's take a quick look.
NAPF world record of 198.5.
Okay, so the announcer gave us our information we need. Claudio's attempting an IPF Masters 4 93 kilo world record in the squat, 198.5 kilos. He moved 190 kilos like an opener very easily.
Yeah.
And this is only his second attempt here.
From the Dominican Republic.
So this is well within
Make sure
reach.
he knows you're here and behind him.
So Claudio's putting on a show for us here. World record attempt here for the Masters 4 division. Plenty of depth. Makes easy work of that. And that is a Masters 4 93 kilo world record.
We were here to see it from the United States.
Now to remember, he has to successfully
Complete a bench and complete a deadlift.
to get that total. But how many more kilos is he going to add to that on his third attempt?
Yeah.
So we go to 215 kilos for Edward. Team USA, he opened up at 195 kilos successfully. And jumping up 20 kilos for the second attempt.
Well, there we go.
Slowly, steadily gets that up to lockout. No lift, not deep enough according to 2 of the referees Takes it down. Not quite deep enough. Powers it up. Gets it to lockout, but no lift. So he has one more attempt here. And we go to 227.5 kilos, 501 pounds. Mark from Trinidad Tobago. He was successful at 215 kilos. He's in our open division.
Moving on, Trinidad and Tobago's Mark.
So this is 7.5 kilos below his personal best of 235.
Make some noise, Cayman Islands. 227.5 attempt. 215 good earlier.
He took that where he almost bounced off the floor. It was so deep. Drove it up, locked it out. 3 wide lights, good lift. 227.5 kilos, 501 pounds. 2 for 2 on the day. And we're going to 230 kilos. Rayford Brown, Belize. He opened up at 212.5. No problems there. Jumping it up to 230 kilos for the second attempt.
You ever been to Belize?
Yes.
Oh, lucky.
And by the way, since you brought that up, they just voted for this meet in 2026 will be in Belize.
Oh, no kidding. Nice.
Gets the squat command. Keeps it moving.
Oh, there you go.
And here we go. 3 wide lights, good lift.
3 white lights. What we like to see moving on.
So he's 2 for 2. And we're going to jump it up to 250 kilos. Thomas Gear, open division. He's successful at 240 kilos on his first lift. Adding 10 kilos. And this is 10 kilos below his PR. Thomas Gear, Team Canada. Kept that momentum all the way up. Got it to lockout. 3 white lights and 250 kilos on the board. And we're going to keep the weight right here for my countryman teammate, O'Brien Rodriguez, Team Puerto Rico, Boricua in the house.
Clock is running.
10 kilos below his PR as he gets his stoke on, ready to go.
Make some noise for your boy, Puerto Rico, Cayman Islands. Make some noise for this young man. He's been rooting on his competitors this entire competition.
Gets himself set up. Drives it up. Gets it back into the rack. See what the referees say. Yeah, no, didn't quite hit depth. A little high on that. He'll have to reset there. You can see he's a little high. And that's why that looked a little easier than his opener at 240. He actually hit depth on the first one. And you can see he kind of cut it a little bit and made it up real easy. So he'll reset, try that again. And we go to 270 kilos. Lane Norton, United States, Masters 1 division.
How you feel, Cayman? Let's root him on.
Shy of 600, 595.
Oh, nicely done. And 3 white lights, good lift, 2 for 2. with 1 to go, and he is stoked, ready to go. Competitive fire overflowing there. And we're going to have a retake here at 272 and a half. Khalid Usher, Belize, he missed this on his opener. Couldn't quite get the momentum off the bottom. See if he can make the corrections he needs to get this to move. There we go. Fights it up, gets it to lockout. See what they say. No lift. Didn't quite get deep enough on that. And so he's going to be fighting for his meat life here. You could see the first one he buried really deep, and then that one he brought up just a little higher, and it was a little bit too high. So he's going to have to kind of find the middle between those two.
Make some noise for Javon DaCosta.
Javon DaCosta, Team Jamaica.
275 kilos on the bar.
So this is 10 kilos more than his opener. And this will give him a 10 kilo PR also. Fights that up, gets it to lockout, and a good lift, 3 white lights, solid lift there. A 10 kilo PR in our open division. So we're going to our Masters 1 division. Michael from Team USA, successful at 260 kilos, adding 15 kilos to move up to 275 kilos, which is slightly over 600.
606.
Yeah.
0.27.
So he's in our Masters 1 division. So he opened up at 260. Now 275. Oh, nicely done. Smooth all the way through.
Down and back up, 2 out of 3.
And he gets a 2 out of 3. One side referee didn't like the depth, but you can see the momentum just stays, the speed stays the constant all the way through, all the way up to lockout. 275 kilos on the board. And we go to 292 and a half kilos in our Masters 1 division. Gabriel Garcia, Mexico.
644.85 pounds.
So this is about 10 kilos below his personal best of 302. We're talking some serious weight here. Closing in on 650 pounds. We're at what there? 645.
Yep.
Takes it down. Driving it. Locks it out. See if there was a little bobble in there. Let's see what they say. Waiting for one light. No lift. They said depth. I would have thought a blue light up and down on the bar myself, but they said depth. No lift, 2 to 1. No. The announcer got confused. He's thinking it's the third. That was the third round, but it's not. It's the second. So we're going back to the top of the order. Reginald Breeze from the U.S. Virgin Islands will be doing 120 kilos on his third attempt. Now we decided we're changing the rules. Everybody only gets 2 squats today.
I'd be okay with that.
Makes things move along a little quicker. So Reginald, he's going to to 120 kilos. This is a 25 kilo increase over his second.
Looks good.
And smoothly moves that up through the lift, up the lockout. 3 white lights, and he's 3 for 3 on the day in our open classic division.
Our next competitor,
Claudio, first third attempt.
And this will be what?
Another world record attempt.
There you go.
For the
IPF,
Masters 4.
not just a NAPF record. This is a IPF Masters 4 world record attempt, which he now owns at 198.5, but he's trying to move it up 9 kilos to 207.5 here.
457 pounds. 0.46.
The .46 is very important. It can be the difference between making it and not making it.
You never know.
So Claudio out of the Dominican Republic. Nice depth, smooth all the way through. That was a sweet lift. 3 white lights and extends his Masters 4 93 kilo world record to 207.5 kilos.
Edward, 250 kilos.
215 kilos for him for his third squat.
So he missed this on his second. This is he's gonna reattempt this. He's in our Masters 2 division. So he's 51 years old. Oh yeah, good speed. Let's see what they say, and there it is. 3 white lights, good lift. It's always nice, to be able to make those little adjustments and have that thing move, and it gets on the board 215 kilos, and he'll get warming up for bench press. So we're going to go to 232.5 kilos. Mark Baptiste, Team Trinidad Tobago. He was successful on his first 2 attempts. Second attempt, 227.5. Trying to add 5 kilos to that, 232.5 here. 512.5 in the pounds realm. Ooh, he dive bombed that, just about hit the floor with his rear end, came up and just couldn't maintain the momentum. That was a good try, so he'll carry 227.5 forward as he sets up for bench press. And we're in the open division. Rayford Brown, 240 kilos on the Brown, representing Belize. So this is 5 kilos below his personal best.
Belize, make some noise for this young man. Cayman Islands, let's root him on.
Nope, not quite there. Got down, looked like good depth to me, started driving it up and just couldn't get through that sticking point. So he'll carry 230 kilos forward. And we go to 250 kilos, 551. Yeah, I like saying that. For O'Brien Rodriguez, second attempt. He made it look easy on his second attempt. Unfortunately, it wasn't quite deep enough. So he's going to reset and see what happens on this third attempt. My guess is he hits depth. So Brian being coached by Carlos Pedrogo, who won the 74 kilo junior gold medal yesterday. Oh yeah, he says yes. See what they say. And it is good, 2-1. And he's stoked about that. 551 on the board, 250 kilos. And he made the necessary corrections. And so Thomas Greer, open division, 257 and a half for this third attempt. This is just 2.5 kilos below his personal best. So this is in pounds, 560. We'll round it off to 68. Keeps it moving. Locks it out. For a second, I thought I was going to stall out. He just kept that determination, driving that thing up, locked it out. 257 and a half kilos, 3 for 3 on the day. And now we have a battle for his meat life. Khalid Usher, Belize, he has to have this lift to stay in the meet. So he's failed this, not been able to get past that sticking point on this lift on the first 2 attempts. So the crowd is giving him support. Nope, not quite there. So unfortunately, he will not be able to register a total in the meet. However, he will still be able to compete for individual medals for the individual lifts. So as we keep going, we're going to move the bar up 280 kilos. Javon Da Costa, Team Jamaica. He was successful, 275 kilos, moving up to 280. The open 93 kilo division. Walks it out, gets himself set up. Fighting it. Oh, yes. Gets it up to lockout. 3 white lights, good lift. 280 kilos and 3 for 3 in squats. The open 93 division. Now our final 3 lifters are all in our Masters 1 division. Starting off at the same weight, 280 kilos. Lane Norton storms out of the gate up to the bar and ready to go. 2 for 2 so far. 280 kilos on the bar, 617 pounds. Powers it up, locks it out. Solid lift. 3 white lights, good lift. And he's stoked about that. He's ready to go with 2 more lifters to go, all in the Masters 1 division. So Michael Garrozo, Team USA, he's 2 for 2 also. 282 and a half kilos for this third attempt. Gets himself set up. Walks it out. Drives it up. Gets it to lockout. 3 white lights, good lift. So he's 3 for 3, 282.5 kilos going forward. And we're here with our last lift of this squat session. A reattempt of 292.5 for Gabriel Garcia, Mexico. He was called on depth on this. On his last attempt, he's going to retry it here, 292.5. And when he got out of the hole, there was just a little bobble. I thought he went up and down on the bar just a little bit. So we'll see what kind of corrections he made to get this lift in. So he gets himself set, locked down. Takes it down, keeps it up, locks it out. And the referees.
And the judges, no lift.
No lift. His coach runs over to the jury table. 2-1, so there was one white light. So the referees, the jury table is going to watch a replay.
Our last lift is under appeal. Stand by.
So the jury is going to decide whether this lift is good or not. The coach is appealing it, saying that he did make steps. So the replay is getting played at the jury table, the video of it.
While we wait on the appeal,
And it was a 2-1 decision.
our sponsors.
So there was one white light. If it was unanimous, if it was all red lights, they couldn't appeal it at the jury. But because there was one white light, they are appealing it. And I think they have a case myself, because he took it down deeper than the previous one. So we'll see how this all plays out as the jury is going to make the decision of yes or no. And the jury has to decide unanimously either yes or no. If there is one dissenting, it is no lift, and there was one dissent, so there is no lift. Unfortunately, Gabriel is going to have that as a missed lift, and he will carry his opener forward, which was
207? No, wait.
let me take a quick 282.5.
Wait. Oh, my thing already.
So we're going to take a 10-minute break while they set up the bench press, and we'll be back with our A flight, 93 kilos A flight. Stay with us. We'll be back shortly.
We will be right back.
Welcome back. We are live again with the 20th annual IPF North American Regional Powerlifting Championship, starting our A flight again. We are on our bench press, and we have Gabriel Rodriguez, Puerto Rico, opening up his lifting at 110 kilos.
242.5 pounds.
And I have to reset my computer because I don't have my bench presses up here. Nicely done. Solid opener.
Yeah.
And three white lights as we move on to
Next we have David from the
Syracuse.
U.S. 122.5 kilos on the bar for his opening attempt.
122.5 is
And he's in our sub-junior category. Sub-juniors being 14 to 18 years old. David, 15 years old.
Bar is loaded. Welcome out David Syracuse.
So he's opening up 7.5 kilos below his personal best being 130 kilos. Opening up here at 222.5. So all you people typing in the chat, we see you. So don't stop. Cheer your best favorite lifters as he makes easy work of that. Three white lights.
Three white lights like we'd like to see them as we move forward.
So next we have Brock, Team USA, also a sub-junior lifter. He needs to get one bench in at least to help get 2/3 the way to lock in that squat record.
135 for his first attempt on bench.
Opening up 10 kilos below his personal best. This being 135 kilos.
Robert.
Made that look just like an opener. Three white lights, and that's a good lift. 135 kilos on the board, 2/3 the way through having that record chipped in stone into the record books forever and ever. Because even if you have your record broken, it's in the history of that record.
140 kilos.
So Kyle Ali, Team Belize, 140 kilos for his opener. He's in the junior and university competition. Jythin in the chat, go Kyle Ali, with some loving hearts. Makes easy work of that. Three white lights, good lift. And QT Remy also in the chat with a Belizean flag there. So Emmanuel Weber, Team Canada, can open up 142.5 kilos, right at 314 pounds. And for us pound lifters, it's basically 3 45-pound plates on each side of the bar, one of those milestone lifts, because we'll round it up to 315. Or if you use a 20-kilo bar instead of a 45-pound bar, then you get the 314 also.
There you go.
It's a milestone lift. It's kind of like a 500-pound squat. Gets himself set.
Tries it up.
Gets that up to lockout. Three white lights. He's on the board, 142.5 kilos in our junior division. And we're going to keep the weight right here for John Rodney, Team Trinidad Tobago, TNT. He's dynamite. That's AC/DC, old song, okay? I am that old. 142 and a half. And this will meet his personal best.
Oh, nice.
So he's been putting some time in the gym if he's opening at 142 and a half.
It's always got to feel good when you can open up at your personal best.
Oh, makes
great.
easy work of that. 3 white lights. He's on the board, 142 and a half. And we're going to jump it up to 160 kilos in our junior division. Of course, all these lifters are in the 93 kilo division. 160 kilos, which is a whole bunch of weight, over 350 pounds.
Next up, we have Cameron, 160 kilos on the bar.
So his personal best, 185 kilos. So this is about right for a opener. Of course, he did not get a squat recorded. So he's competing for the individual medals.
Lunsford from the USA, 160 kilos, 352 pounds. Just like that. Smooth, easy.
3 white lights.
Good job.
Makes that look easy, 160 kilos. That was well underneath his personal best of 185. And we're going to jump it up to 170 kilos in the junior division.
Philip from the United States.
Steve Crane, how am I doing? Thank you, sir. Mr. Robert.
I talked to Robert yesterday about his announcing being a little loud on the stream and you guys being able to hear it over the microphones. And so he's just checking. He's just checking. So 170 kilos here for Phil. He's also in the junior division. So we have Phil and then Jonathan, and then we'll be back up at the top of the order. It's a little bit smaller of a flight here as he gets the lift off, gets himself set. Nicely done.
3 white lights.
3 white lights.
So 170 kilos for Phil starting off with 2 lifts to go. And our last lifter of this A flight first round bench. So Jonathan, Team Canada, opening up at 172 and a half.
His personal best is 175.
So this is just barely below that.
Yeah.
So he's a pilot. 22 years old. 380 pounds for this opener. So I wonder if he flew himself down here. Oh, nice. Nicely done there. Let's see what they say. Waiting for one more light. Robert Massey, light. There we go. 3 white lights. Good lift. We're back up to the top of the order now. 117 and a half kilos in the junior division. Gabriel Rodriguez, Team Boricua, Puerto Rico, my home.
Already loaded and ready, says Robert Manson.
He's also in the Classic University competition. So he opened up above his personal best by a bunch. Smashing it now. Drive it. Come on, keep it going.
There we go.
Locks it out.
Let's see what the referees say. Do they like it, ladies and gentlemen?
One more light to register. And 3 white lights, good lift. And he is perfect on the day through this whole competition. 5 for 5.
Next we have David from the U.S.
David
He's competing in the sub-juniors 93 with 127.5 kilos for his second attempt bench.
From the United States.
So this is just 2.5 kilos below his personal best on the second attempt. Now, he made 122.5 look easy on that opener.
United States of America, lifting in the sub-junior category, 14 to 18 years of age.
Now, he's 15 years old, out here representing Team USA internationally.
He's our youngest one, right?
Oh, fighting it. Oh, not quite there. See if he can reset for the third lift. So,
all right, Brock Nye, 140 kilos, 380.
So Brock Nye, 140 kilos for his number 2 bench. Now Brock also in the sub-juniors. Now David was 15 years old. Brock is 18 years old. That 3 years of growth and experience is night and day. When you're talking about a sport like powerlifting, he's opening up at our second attempt 140 kilos.
Also lifting in the sub-junior category.
So his best is 145. He's at 140 here.
Oh, easy. Nice and easy.
Smooth through that lift. Good lift, 2 for 2.
All right, Johnny Rodney.
Did he miss any lift? No, he's perfect on the day, 5 for 5, I believe. So John Rodney, TNT, Trinidad Tobago, opened up at 142.5, moving to 145 here in the junior and university classic competition.
Trinidad and Tobago.
I think he decided to take a small jump. I think his opener was a little harder than he expected. And so see what happens on this lift.
145, 319. Big chest to there. There you go.
Drives it up, gets it through that sticking point, locks it out.
3 white lights.
Good lift. And he's got some long arms, so that's a long bench stroke to be moving 320 pounds. So he's good. And we go to Kyle. Kyle, Team Belize, 147.5 kilos, and he just doesn't walk out to the bench. He sprints out to the bench. Already successful on his opener at 140 kilos. So he gets himself set up. Oh, he dipsy-doodled right off his chest and then started to drive it again, got stuck at the sticking point, and that was the end of that one. So see if he can reset that for his third attempt. There was no lift there. So we're going to just keep the weight right here at 147.5 kilos. Emmanuel Weber, Team Canada, successful at 142.5, moving up 5 kilos to 147.5 in our junior category. He opened the competition above his personal best, and he's just trying to add to it. Successful on his opener at 142.5.
Yeah, but you have to go over and tell Mike. You have to go and tell him. Okay, Mike Zalowinski, are you in the house?
He's working.
No. Okay, he's fixing it.
IT Tech is never done. He drives it up, locks it out. And 3 white lights, good lift. Emmanuel 2 for 2 on the bench press. And we go to Cameron Lunsford, Team USA. Successful at his opener, 160 kilos. Gonna attempt 165 here in the junior division.
Good lift. Up next, we have Gabriel Rodriguez from Puerto Rico, 120 kilograms on the bar for his second attempt. No, sorry, for his third attempt bench.
Bar is loaded, and welcome back out from Puerto Rico, Gabriel Rodriguez.
Struggling. Oh, didn't quite get it.
So that was Gabriel Rodriguez, his third attempt, and couldn't quite get there. So we're into our third round benches here.
Next we have David from the United States. 127.5 kilos on the bar for his last bench.
And he's in our sub-junior division. We apologize for our technical difficulties there. Just a quick update. Phil Trong set a junior bench record at 182.5 on his last attempt. And David's going here. Nope, not quite there. 127.5, just a little too much. He missed that also on his second attempt. And so we're going to Kyle Ali, Team Belize, missed 147.5 on his second attempt.
Trying it again.
So 325 pounds for this attempt.
Bar is loaded, timer is on. Let's bring him out.
He's in the junior and classic university competition.
Let him hear you, let him know you're there.
And this would exceed his personal best by 2.5 kilos, be a PR here. Oh, yeah. Oh, come on. Oh, man. He gets it. Yes.
There you go.
Oh, my goodness. Way to stay with that lift. Oh, called up and down on the bar. 2 reds, both up and down on the bar. One gave it to him. Say stop. There you can see it bounce up and down there, right there. Gets it up to lockout after it being at a dead stop 2 different times. Wow, he'll have that in next meet guaranteed. Might probably be his opener.
147.5.
So we're going to keep it at 147.5. Brock Nye.
NAPF record, correct?
Is that what he said?
I think so. The sub-junior.
And as well an NAPF record.
Yep, sure enough. So he also got the squat record, so. Nicely
There you
done.
go.
See what they say.
And 3 check
3
marks.
white lights. Lift is good.
Good lift and another record in the books for Mr. Nye. Both the squat record and the bench record so far. And we're going to keep the bar right here at 147.5 for John Rodney, Team TNT, Trinidad Tobago. He was successful at 145, moving up 2.5 kilos for this third attempt. Gets himself set. Oh,
There
nicely,
you go.
nicely
Lucky.
done. Drives that up the lockout, 3 white lights, and he's 3 for 3. Has he missed the lift yet today? No. He's perfect, 6 for 6. So he's going to go get set up for deadlift, and we're going to add another 2.5 kilos on the bar. 330 pounds, 150 kilos.
For Emmanuel Weber from Canada.
Oh, Canada.
Timer's going. Let's bring
Come on, Emmanuel. Let's get this done.
Finish strong, man. Come on. It's yours.
So this is 2.5 kilo increase over his second at 147.5. Does his own liftoff.
30 seconds.
Think fast. Race hard. Good. Tight, Emmanuel.
Keeps it moving, still there. No. His left arm just couldn't keep it going. The right kept going up, shifting more weight onto the left, and that's the end of that lift. I've had that happen many times. So he'll carry 147.5 over to his championship total and a subtotal of 397.5, and we go to 170 kilos. Cameron Lumford fighting for individual lift medals now. 170 kilos, already successful at 165.
375 pounds. See, I rounded up.
There you go. Drives it up, locks it out. Referees agree with you. Are you a certified referee?
No, I'm not.
Really?
Yeah, contrary to what the rumors may be out there, I'm not.
Just a world record holder. So we got a couple crooked numbers coming up with our last 2 lifters. So we're going to have a junior NAPF 93 kilo record attempt, 183 kilos by Jonathan, Team Canada. He was successful at 180 kilos, so he's tacking on another 3 kilos for this record attempt.
Now we start the clock. Let's welcome him out. Cayman Islands, Jonathan Hazeltine from Canada.
Come on, Joe. Let's go.
So he's getting himself set up under the bar, trying to stay perfect in bench press today. Keeps it moving. Ah, got it locked out.
No lift.
So 2-1, no lift, yellow subcards, which means he probably popped his rear end off the bar, and we'll see it in the replay. There it goes. You can see the flash of light. No lift. Got to keep that rear end in contact with the bench at all times. So
this is another record.
So what level record is this? Is that NAPF?
I think it's NAPF.
All right. Phil, NAPF 190.5. Let me look that up, make sure.
Bar is loaded.
You talk, I'm going to look it up real quick.
So 190.5 kilos on the bar.
Juanita is a extrovert, by the way.
Oh yeah, I talk a lot. So 420 pounds on the bar.
30 seconds.
Now, the world record's 215 kilos.
Oh, no, this is not
NAPF.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that was smooth. And yep, 3 white lights.
and that wasn't just breaking the record, that was smashing the record. So he moved it up to 190.5 from 182.5. So, whoa! We had a little drop there of the bar. They misloaded it. The spotter loaders unloaded one side more than the other, and the bar kind of flipped off. All of our loaders are okay, but there was a little bit of a crash on the ground as they got a little ahead of themselves. Lesson learned there. So we're going to go straight into our B flight after we get the bar reloaded and the hole in the ground fixed. I don't know how many plates hit the ground, but it's probably a lot.
Right.
So
We're going to start off with Reginald from the U.S. Virgin Islands with 70 kilos on the bar for his opening attempt bench.
So just an example of basically what just happened is, if you have a bench, and let's say your bench at 315, you have 3 plates on each side, and if somebody comes along and grabs all 3 plates off of one side and the other 3 plates are still on the other, and the bar decides to be a trebuchet and go flying across, that's basically what happened, and everything came crashing to the floor. Just to give you kind of a visual representation of what that noise was, if you guys heard it or not. So that's enough of that. So, yeah, Reginald's going to open us up. They finally got the bar loaded back up. Reginald's coming out, 70 kilos on the bar. So, this is our B flight bench press. Whoa, put some weight on the bar. Come on. That looked like that was like the first warm-up of warm-ups.
Right.
So 3 wide lights, 70 kilos, and we're going to move to 120 kilos. Mark Bishop from TNT, Trinidad Tobago. 5 kilos underneath his personal best, starting off here. So in this B flight, we're in our opens and our masters.
We appreciate it, gentlemen. Moving on.
So Mark is in our open division.
Mark Baptiste, 120 kilograms for his first bench attempt.
They're saying they can't hear you. They want you to turn your mic up or move your mic closer to your
Bar is
mouth.
loaded. Let's bring him out, Mark Baptiste.
Who wants to hear me?
Everybody.
Where's
Everybody.
Trinidad and Tobago? Here to my left. There they are. Always can be found.
Because I am a big mouth. Loud and overbearing. All right, he's got this up. Mark's ready to go. Nicely done.
White lights.
Right back up. He certainly makes that
Up
look
next, we
easy.
got
I
Claudio
assure
from
you
the Dominican
it
Republic.
is not.
For
Next
Master
from the Dominican Republic, Claudio
And he needs to register at least
127
one bench to get
Deadlift.
2/3 the way through, locking in that world record in the Masters 4 division
of the
squat.
competition. Bar is loaded. Timer is rolling. Let's
What's
welcome
his
him
class?
out.
130?
Claudio
So
Laura.
this is. Oh. Well, thank you, Amy.
So Claudio, 127.5, and they just changed referees, so this also is a record. I didn't catch, I think it's an NAPF record.
I believe so. Oh, Bill Helmuck just texted me. I can barely hear you. Thank you, Bill.
Oh, Bill, turn up your hearing aids.
And this was, we're waiting on lights. Good, 3
And
white
let's
lights.
get to the judges. That was an NAPF record.
So that was an NAPF record for Masters
It seems
4.
like he sets a new one.
So he's got
Bars
a world record
loaded
and an
for
NAPF record.
O'Brien Rodriguez.
With
Yeah.
still 2 more benches to go.
So here we go, my man O'Brien Rodriguez, Team Boricua, Puerto Rico, open up at 137.5 kilos in the open division.
Oops. There we
Your
go.
computer went to sleep.
I know. I'll look it up.
So he gets himself set up. Now remember, the new rules are no feet on the
30
bench.
seconds.
Drives that up, nice and smooth.
This is good. 3 white lights.
Right back up.
There we go.
O'Brien.
Up
Nice,
next,
nicely done.
we got Khalid Usher from Deadlift. 145 kilos on the bar.
First
And
bench
he's in the open division also.
competition.
Correct.
Bar is
He's a
loaded.
mushroom
Let's
farmer.
welcome him out.
Nice.
All right, Troy, who's Marie?
Hi, Marie.
So he makes easy work of that lift. 3 white lights. Khalid on the board in the bench. And fortunately, he didn't register a squat, so he is going for individual lifts, medals in the individual lifts, and we're going to go up to 152.5 kilos.
Michael from the U.S. He's Masters 1 and then 93 weight class.
So we're over 330 pounds at 336 pounds at 152.5. Of course, Masters 1s are 40 to 49 years old.
Well, that look good. And we got
Waiting for one more light. There it is.
3 white lights.
Moving on from Belize.
And
Rayford
so the
Brown,
lift is good. We're going to go to 155
First
in the
bench
open
attempt.
division. Rayford Brown,
Bars
Team
loaded.
Belize. Successful. No, he wasn't successful on his opener because this is his opener.
Yep.
Well, hopefully he will be successful in his opener right here. Don't want to jinx him. 342 pounds. We'll round it up a little bit. 155 kilos. Smoothly up the lockout. Makes it look easy. 3 white lights.
This is good.
And we're going to keep the weight right here for some guy I've never really heard of. Some Norton.
Lane Norton. He's competing in the men's classic Masters 1.
Reigning Masters 1 world champion
I can feel him.
from Newfoundland, Canada.
I can feel him warming up for the deadlifts.
The whole room, the whole building shakes.
155 on his first bench attempt.
So 155 here.
341.72 pounds.
Oh, that looked good.
Nicely done. Waiting for one more light to register. 2 to 1.
What's a yellow?
Yellow from the head referee. Saying he picked his head off the bench. I think he's or his foot moved, one of the two. But it's a good lift regardless.
Yeah.
By the way, Ked Marie, I see you. Boricua. Go Puerto Rico.
So up next, 157.5 kilos on the bar for Edward, and I believe this
We're
is a North
restarting the clock.
American
Bar
record
is loaded.
for the Masters
Clock
2.
is starting at 60 seconds. Welcome out,
347
Edward
pounds,
Ruland.
157 and a half
NAPF
kilos.
Record attempt 157.5 kilos.
Well under his personal best of 170.
Well, look really good. Good opener.
We're setting records
Three
all
white
over
lights.
the place here in Cayman.
Up next, 167.5 kilos on the bar for Gabriel Garcia from Mexico. He's competing in the Masters 1.
5 on his first attempt.
So he started off 10 kilos below his personal best, 177 and a half kilos, opened up at 167 and a half kilos.
He's gonna, doesn't need a handoff. He's gonna take the bar by himself.
I found that in my experience, when somebody gives me a handoff, usually it messes me up, so I do my own also.
Oh, really?
So finding more and more people doing that. Of course, when you do it with, you know, just 135 pounds, it's not really that big of a deal. Drives it up, locks it out.
And lift is good. 3 white lights.
3 white lights, and we're gonna throw 20 more kilos on the bar.
For Thomas Gear.
Team Canada.
Folks, that's a bench
I always
of
find like it messes up my setup if I like try to.
Well, in equipped lifting is a different animal,
Yeah.
so you have to have a handoff.
Bar
Whereas
is
in
loaded.
raw
I
or
normally
classic
don't equip
lifting,
lift
That's a
in
whole
the
lot of
gym,
red on there
so
for
it's
bench
kind of.
press, folks.
But I can't, like, I feel like I can't go really heavy
No
because my
assistance
setup
from behind.
Oh,
it
okay.
messes me up when I try to, like,
Well,
hand it off
that's-
to myself.
that's why each person has their own way of doing
Yeah.
things. So Thomas, he does his own liftoff also, and makes easy
Looks good.
work of that. 413. Oops. I'm sorry, 267. No, 287 and a half kilos, which is 414 pounds or something like that. So Javon Da Costa, Jamaica, we are mad out for Devon. Team Jamaica, man.
190 kilos on the bar for
So there you
Javon.
go, Daniel. Your request is granted. And we got Team
419
Jamaica
pounds.
up cheering and filming in the row in front of in the crowd over there. 190 kilos. Drives it up. That's what I would consider a close grip bench. 190 kilos and smokes it 2-1. The head referee said,
So you said that might be his head, right?
I
Yellow?
think he said he picked his head up, but nobody else caught it, so that was a good lift. And we're going back up to the top of the roster for second round bench, 95 kilos for Reginald Blair's Team USVI.
Bar is loaded. Welcome out, Reginald Myers.
So Reginald throwing 25 kilos more on, which he needed because that was less than a warm-up on that first one. There we go.
Okay.
That looked more like an opener for a second attempt. And that was successful at 95 kilos.
Works for you, works for me.
And he actually 2-1. He got a yellow because he picked his heel up off the ground and one of the referees caught it. You have to keep your feet flat, not sliding, flat, not rolling, flat. And he kind of picked up one heel And luckily, only one referee caught it. So Mark from TNT, Trinidad Tobago, moving up 5 kilos to 125 kilos here in our open division. Drives that up, locks it out. Starting to hear thunder in the background, by the way.
Yeah.
Ooh, no lift, 2 to 1, a blue light, which is up and down on the bar, or lockout, and a yellow light. He did, as he got the press command and he dropped it and pushed, which is considered a heave, and so no, you can't do that, and it is a blue light. So we got a record attempt here for Claudio Laura, Dominican Republic. He set the record at 127.5. Now he's moving up to 135. And this is the Masters 4 NAPF 93 kilo bench record.
Dominican Republic, 135 kilos.
Claudio Laura, lifting legend.
How long has he been lifting?
10 years.
10 years, nice.
But I know some people in Puerto Rico who know him. Drives it up, locks it out. Solid lift. See what they say. Waiting for one more light to register. There it is, 3 white lights. And what is that?
NAPF.
An
Masters
APF?
for
NAPF.
NAPF? What did I say?
I thought you said APF.
No, NAPF.
That's a different federation. We don't talk about them.
Record. I need to enunciate.
Successful on his first bench.
And here's Obi, O'Brien Rodriguez, jumping it up 10 kilos, 147.5 kilos, 325 pounds for those who are kilo challenged. Second attempt, Team Boricua. Starting to see more and more of the Puerto Rico flags in the chat. Keep them coming. Nicely done.
Good.
And
Did I agree?
good, 2 to 1. He got a yellow light on the side referee red, but it's a good lift. Let's see in the replay what we got. Was that his rear end popping up? Did you catch it?
155 successfully earlier. Bar is loaded. Clock is
So we're
running.
not sure. It was a good lift regardless.
Up next, we have Rayford Brown from Belize, 160 kilograms on the bar for a second attempt bench. That's 353 pounds.
And he's in our open division. Gets the lift off. And the lift is good.
Right back up, 3 white lights.
So as these guys are warming up for deadlifts next door, I'm hearing more and more thunder.
Michael Barroso, 160 kilo attempt. Bar is
So we're going to stay here at 160 kilos.
bar is loaded.
Michael Grosso, Team USA, Masters 1 lifter. Successful at 152.5 on his first lift. I think they're going to have the building inspectors come in, the structural engineers come in and check this building after this competition.
Okay.
Nicely done. 3 white lights, good lift for Michael.
There we move on to Khaled
Khalid
Usher out of
Usher
Belize.
from Belize, 162.5 kilos on the bar.
162.5. Successful on
So
his
this is
first
17.5 kilo increase over his opener.
Khalid Usher.
breaking the 350-pound barrier at 358. Oh, it's stalled out.
Oh,
Not
he
quite there.
He reached that sticky point.
See if he can make adjustments on his third. He's got one more attempt. We're going to keep the bar right here at 162 and a half. Edward from Team USA, Masters 2, NAPF record attempt here.
And welcome out Edward Rulin for an NAPF record attempt, 162.5 kilos.
51 years old, profession an architect. Maybe they can have him take care of things after this competition's done.
Right?
Drives that up nice and smooth. Gets it locked out. Three wide lights, good lift.
Moving forward from the United
So
States
we're
of
going to throw
America,
2.5 more kilos on for that guy that nobody's heard of, Lane Norton, 165 kilos, second attempt, Masters 1.
Bar is loaded and ready for Mr. Lane.
Reigning Masters 1 world champion.
Turn up the music, turn up the
And he
volume,
comes
put your
out with
hands
determination,
together,
says,
ready.
I'll do my own liftoff. I got this, I think.
155 earlier, and now 165. That's 363.76 pounds.
Nope, he'll take the handoff. And drives it.
There we go.
Solid second attempt.
And 3 white lights, just like
Good
he
lift.
wanted.
And he
Moving
is
forward in the
perfect on the day.
Gabriel Garcia out of Mexico.
So one more bench to go.
We got Gabriel Garcia from Mexico. Masters 1. 172.5 kilos on the bar.
And let me clarify when I said one more bench to go for Lane.
Yes.
And we have three more in this round
Yeah.
before we start third round benches. Gabriel Garcia, Team Mexico. By the way, he was the silver medalist in the Masters 1 World Championships in Canada, behind Lane.
I heard they had quite a battle.
Yes. Sound like some of the battles we've been seeing here at this competition at all different levels. Gets himself set. It's nice,
Okay.
nice speed all the way through from the touch, smooth, just power, controlled power all the way up to lockout. 3 white lights, and we're jumping it up to 195 kilos.
For Thomas Beer from Canada.
Well up into the 400-pound range, 430 pounds.
Bar is loaded and ready to go.
Successful at 187 and a half. 7.5 kilo increase up to 195. Team Canada. He is in the open division of the 93 kilos. Keeps it moving.
Look good.
Locks it up.
3 white lights.
3 check marks. Just as he
Plus is good.
intended, we're going to put.
And here is a milestone lift. 200 kilo attempt here. 441 pounds for Devon DaCosta, Jamaica. He opened at 190 kilos, stepping it up on 10 more kilos for the second attempt. Now think about that. This is his second attempt, 200 kilos. And this will be a 2.5 kilo personal best if successful.
Drive.
Oh, not quite there. So So he's going to get another try. He's got a third bench attempt coming.
I think he'll have that one before
And we're going to
long.
move back up to the top of the order. And Reginald,
Moving on to
Team
the US
Virgin Islands.
Reginald
That's a big
Byers.
jump. 117.5 kilos on the bar for
Good
his
at
third attempt bench.
70.95.
Only a 22.5 kilo jump.
We're going up to
That's a lot for a bench.
117.5.
That's like 47 pounds.
Strange
More
if
than
you
that.
ask me, but Bar is
I mean,
loaded
his
on
last
the one
two
doing
were
the
like
lift, and let's
22 and a half
root on
kilos.
flying up.
That would be 50 pounds. A 50-pound jump. 2 to 3. So, I mean, he did do a 25-kilo jump in between 1 and 2, so.
Ooh, come on, come on.
Oh, a little too much of a
And
jump
of a
there.
together, one heck of an attempt from
That would be like a Dave Ricks jump, but that's always between first and second, not second and third.
With me, or did you head to the bar? There
So
you are.
next we have
All right, I
Mark
see it over
from
there.
Trinidad and Tobago.
We're bringing up
TNT.
your boy,
125
Mark
kilos on the
Tatis,
bar for him for his third attempt
125
bench.
kilos.
So he
270 kilos on this first deadlift attempt. Bar is loaded.
Well done, Brock Nye. Moving on to Puerto Rico's Gabriel Rodriguez. Successful at 222, 232, and now 245. Let's see little one. I see one white. I see three Gabriel Rodriguez at 245. We're gonna slap 2.5. More pumps on that ball. And what about David Zaratin from the United States of America? Bar is loaded. Let's make some noise, Cayman Islands, so we can will him to get this weight to the air. His second attempt at 257.5. Now working our clock is So sorry, we're tying this one out. Give the rest of the competitors about a minute to get their breath. Don't deny any of them their amount of time of rest between lifts. Go. All right, moving on to Kyle Ali out of Belize, 265 kilos. Successful earlier from 250, now attempting 265. Yes. Is Cayman experience. And no lift. Put your hands together still for the young man.
attempting his final lift. Couldn't quite get it, 287. We apologize for our stream going down, guys. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just the commentator, not the IT guy. With all this data being run through this system and all the computers being run, we are overwhelming sometimes the hotel's ability to handle the data with that we are running to broadcast this live in the live stream and run our computers that are running this whole system, this whole meet going on. So, unfortunately, we get some technical glitches. Hopefully we can keep it up. So 300 kilos for Phil T from the United States. 300 kilos. This will be his third attempt. Trying to go 3 for 3 on the day. And he is your gold medalist in the junior 93 kilo class.
And you'll go 9 for 9 if he gets it too.
Lifting 661.39 pounds.
So this is also, on his second attempt, 295 was a personal best for him by 5 kilos. And he's trying to tack another 5 kilos on top of that.
Come on. Get up!
Makes 300 kilos look easy there. Good lift, 3 white lights. Phil Trong, USA, 300 kilos, 9 for 9, and the gold medal in the junior division of this 93 kilo class. And now we have a crooked number, 318 kilos.
That's North American, right? Record?
Oh, he dropped it down to 310 kilos. Because if Phil would have missed that lift,
yeah,
the 318 would have jumped him for a gold medal pull attempt. But now Phil put it out of reach. So Jonathan is dropping it down to 310 kilos, which is still an insane deadlift of 684 pounds.
Yep. And it's an NAPF record.
Make a little noise for
And he is the silver medalist. He's got the silver medal locked up in the junior class.
Successful earlier from 295.
Oh, got my computer taken away.
So also, real quick, Brock Nye from the U.S. in the sub-junior, he won the gold medal in the sub-junior. And David S., Team USA, took the silver in the sub-junior. So just those 2 quick updates.
Bar is loaded. The
310 kilos.
You'll make some noise for him, Cayman. I don't know.
He is a pilot, and he's trying to make this 310 kilos. Yeah, I'm going there. Fly.
Record attempt.
Bad dad joke. Sorry.
10 kilos. Put your hands together. Clap. Make some noise. Will him to it.
It's moving. Lock it out. Lock it out. Ooh.
No, so close.
He just couldn't lock out those hips.
Couldn't get the hips, and he needed to work on his shoulders a little bit too. They were a little low, but he carried forward 295 kilos and the silver medal. And so we're going right into our B flight here, and that is our open and masters lifters in this 93 kilo class. And we're going to start with Reginald, Team U.S. Virgin Islands, 140 kilos in our classic open division, 93 kilo lifters. So Reginald starting just 5 kilos below his personal best of 145 kilos. The open 93 kilo class.
And we're ready to go back at the top
All right.
of our roster out of the U.S. Virgin Islands. Won't you say hello to Reginald Byers?
140 kilos on the bar for Reginald's opener and deadlifts. Oh, easy.
I think I'm going to go out on the limb and say he's going to set a new PR here today.
I would think so. That looked really good.
So that was good, 140 kilos, 3 white lights, and we're going to jump it up to slightly over 400 pounds. Our Masters 4 lifter, 185 kilos, Claudia Laura from the Dominican Republic. He set records in every lift so far.
Yeah.
Both the squat and bench.
World records.
And so 185 kilos. I'm not sure what the. Let me see if I can find the record there. You talk, I'll look for records.
All right. Setting up. Oh, I look good. Lift is good. 3 white lights. Up next, we got Mark Baptiste from Trinidad and Tobago. He's going to open up at 225 kilos, just shy of 500, 496 pounds. He's competing in the Open 93s.
Bar is loaded. Timer is going.
Okay, so the world record at Master 4 deadlift, 252.5 kilos.
Lift is good. 3 white lights.
Don't think he's going to go there. But let's see what the total record is.
Well, there you go. Up next, we have Edward Rulin, USA, competing in the Masters 293 kilo weight class, 227.5 kilos on the bar for his opening deadlift.
So the totals record in the Masters 4 at 93 kilo class for Claudio is 551 and a half. So that's possibly a reach, but it's a long reach. He'd have to do a 10 kilo jump, 10 kilo jump, but possible.
And lift is good. 3 white lights.
Perfect through 5.
Up next, we've got Rayford Brown, 255 kilos on the bar for his opening deadlift. Rayford is from Belize. He's competing in the Open 93s.
First attempt. That's 562.18 pounds. All the way out of the beautiful country of Belize. Bar is loaded. Welcome him out, my Belizean people over there. Make some noise.
Bar is loaded, and here he comes.
So in the crowd, Team Belize has got the flags, and they're in the corner in a group, and they're shaking the Belizean flags, and they also have pom-poms and quite a cheering squad here.
Nice. Lift is good. 3 white lights. Now we move on to O'Brien Rodriguez from Puerto Rico. He's going to open up his 255 kilos on the bar for his deadlift.
Boricua in the house.
On his 255 kilos on his first attempt. Bar is loaded. Let's welcome him out, O'Brien Rodriguez.
I'm predicting by his third attempt, he will be over 600 pounds.
Lift is good. 3 white lights.
3 white lights moving forward.
Up next, we have Khalid Usher from Belize. He's going to be opening up at 280 kilograms.
I've learned to pronounce it correct now. Khalid Usher, 280 kilo attempt.
So it's Khalid Usher.
Okay.
I was saying the same as you. Khalid.
Khalid. Okay. age 25. He's a mushroom farmer.
Bar is loaded. Let's welcome him out from Belize.
I bet he's a pretty fun guy.
Nicely done.
For a little bit longer, just to impress you. I don't know about you.
3
I was
white lights,
impressed.
good
3
lift.
white lights.
And the dad
He's
jokes
showing
just
his
keep
energy
on
for
coming
the
from all
next pool
angles.
Coming up shortly. Won't you please now welcome out of Mexico.
The bar stays at 280
Garcia.
kilos
Bar
for
is
Gabriel
loaded.
Garcia
Let's
from
start
Mexico.
the clock and welcome him out.
Competing in the Masters 1, 93 kilo weight class.
So once we get these opening deadlifts underway and completed,
We'll get our projected.
we'll be able to see a little more about who's where and where's who in that overall total battle. That's a nice looking belt he's got.
That's pretty cool.
It's like a red kind of snake skin with a gold latch. That looks pretty good. Nicely done.
Looks is good. 3 white lights.
Just like he planned it, we are still perfect on our lifts
Bar goes up
as
to
we arrive at
288.
Lane Norton out of
288
the United
kilos.
States of
Crooked
America.
number.
Yeah.
We are
Which
about
means
to see
it is
And an
record
NAPF
attempt
record.
of 288 kilos on his first
So that is
attempt of
300 and, sorry, not 300, 635 pounds.
Record attempt.
If that was 334 pounds, I could do that.
I know. I went 635 pounds for his opening deadlift, going for an NAPF record.
How we looking? Looking pretty good, and bar is loaded. Let's start the clock and bring them out for
Here he comes.
provincial
Stalking
record
the bar.
attempt. Make some noise, Cayman Islands.
288 kilos.
Locked it out.
That looks good.
Down.
See what the refs
Judges
say.
Yes, he
3
has
white
the
lights.
record.
Good lift.
Way to go, Lane Norton, moving on to another record attempt.
So
with
we go
Michael
right into another crooked
Grasso.
number as he just sets the NAPF record. And now somebody's going to try to take it from him
Yeah.
and pass that belt to themselves. And that is
And these
Michael.
These are only our first deadlifts. So
I know.
It's going to be some movement. So Michael Garroso.
Michael Garroso,
From the
USA.
United
He's going to try to take the NAPF deadlift belt away from Lane Norton and put it on himself, jumping that up to 290.5 kilos in this Masters 1 division, just slightly over 640 pounds.
Bar is loaded. Timer has started for Michael Garazzo. As I mentioned, the NAPF record attempt. Let's let him know we're happy to see it, folks. 290.5 kilos.
Oh, look good.
That looked easy.
Yeah, went up really fast. 3 white lights.
Just as easy as that.
So,
Thomas
Michael
Gear
wins
out of
round
Canada.
1 of the deadlift
Starting
records.
off his first deadlift, 295
Still 2 more rounds to go.
Yep. Up next, we got Thomas Gear from Canada. 295 kilos on the bar for him.
And he's in our open division.
Bar is loaded. Welcome to the stage, Thomas Gear out of Canada. Where are my Canadians in the house tonight? Where are you guys at? Put your hands together, 295 kilo attempt
Thomas
for
sets
Thomas
himself up
Peter.
295 kilos, 650 pounds, slightly over that. Smoothly lifted, locked out.
3 whites. Lift is good.
I assure you,
The bar is
Nice.
going to stay at 295.
Let me say something real quick here. In the Masters 1 division, Gabriel, Lane, and Michael are all within 3 kilos of each other
Oh, wow.
after the first deadlifts. Okay.
Should be interesting.
And so here's Jevin DaCosta, 295 kilos for his opener also. Going to have a battle between him and Thomas in this open division. Nicely done. 3 white lights, successful. And we are moving back to the top of the order, 170 kilos. Reginald, Team U.S. Virgin Islands.
From the U.S. Virgin Islands.
Just taking a small 30 kilo increase over his opener of 140 kilos.
For his second attempt of 170 kilos.
So he's going to do a 170 for his second attempt. And let me check the other battles going on, see what we got here. So we've got our Masters ones are all within 3 kilos of each other.
You guys are open.
Let's see. Jevon DaCosta's got a
Bar is loaded. Bar is
28
loaded.
kilo lead after 1 in the gold medal. I'm sorry, hold on a second. Let me double check that. No, he's got a 17.5 kilo lead after the first deadlift. Reginald makes easy work of that 30 kilo jump up to 170 kilos. 3 white lights, good lift.
Then we have Claudio from the Dominican Republic. 195 kilos on the bar for him. He lifts in the Masters 4.
185 earlier, 195 for this attempt.
So in the open 93 kilo class, in between 4th place and the bronze medal position, you have Rayford Brown at 640 kilos right now, and O'Brien Rodriguez at 655, so they're within 10 kilos of each other. Then there's a big gap, and then first and second are within that 17 kilos of each other. So a couple little mini battles there.
Oh, I look easy.
Claudio making easy work of that. 3 white lights and extends another 195 kilo 3 white lights. And he is within range of that totals IPF Masters 4 world record. Because he's only 8.5 kilos away. I don't even know if, I'm assuming he knows that.
Hopefully his coach does.
Let's see what's there,
on the
what
bar for him.
pops up.
Up next we have Mark Baptiste from Trinidad and Tobago. 237.5 kilos on the bar for a second attempt deadlift.
Yes, Claudio just put in 205, which would be the IPF Masters 4
Total
world record. And Mark does easy work with 237.5. Waiting for the lights here.
Oh, no lift.
Oh, no lift. What
What's
did
the
I can't
blue?
see the sublights.
I saw blue.
Blue is up and down on the bar or lockout.
Oh.
So
Up next we got Edward Ruland from the United States. 252.5 kilos on the bar. Masters 2, 93 kilo weight class. Lifter.
So you keep talking, I'm going to be back in 1 second.
Gotcha.
Bar is loaded and Edward Rulin out of the United States of America. 252.5 kilo attempt. Good earlier from 227. Let's let him hear you, Cayman Islands.
And looks good. Let's see what the judges say.
Looked pretty good to me.
3 white lights, good lift.
I hope you enjoy.
Up next, we got Rayford Brown, 262.5 kilos on the bar for his second attempt deadlift.
And he's in our open division. And he's in that battle with O'Brien Rodriguez from Puerto Rico. So
For third, right?
this won't quite get him up there, but it will close the gap if he's successful. Because this is a 7.5 kilo increase, and O'Brien's got a 7 kilo lead. Let me see who's lighter. Okay, Rayford is the lighter lifter, so a tie goes to him. That could be significant.
Yeah.
So he gets himself set up.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, yeah, and he's got way more in the tank there.
Yeah, look really good.
3 white lights, good
Judges
lift.
agree.
Marks, I'm back. Let's see how long these batteries last.
So
Moving
that
on.
moves him within 2.5 kilos of O'Brien Rodriguez temporarily. Now O'Brien's going to lift now.
267.5 kilos on the bar for him.
Good from 255
So that'll
earlier.
give him some breathing room. Of course, these are still just second round lifts. But if there's a miss,
Bar is loaded.
that changes the whole scope of the whole game going into the
Puerto
third
Rico,
round.
Are you in the house? Make some noise. Wave a flag. Holler at your boy. Let him know
I'm
you're
predicting
winning.
he will lift this smoothly and lock it out. I've seen him do this lift a dozen times.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
And 3 white lights, good lift.
Doing well through round 2 of the deadlifts.
So that actually gave him some breathing room against Rayford. Now moving, that's up to 15 kilos separating him now.
Good at 280
Now up to
earlier.
Khalid? No. What was
This
it?
is
How do we say
his
it?
second
Khalid, right?
Khalid.
Khalid
One to go
Usher
after
from
this.
Belize. 219 kilos on the bar for his second attempt deadlift. He's competing in the open 93 weight class.
Not to get too far ahead of ourselves, but I see a whole bunch of record attempts in that Masters 1 division.
Let him know he's here for you. He's lifting this weight for his country, for you, as he gets it up in the
Smoothly
air.
locks that out.
Yeah.
Made it look easy.
March, just like he planned.
All right.
Looks over at the lights like, yeah, this isn't even, I'm not even close to my max yet.
Record
Now we have a
attempt
world.
ahead
No,
of
wait,
us.
is it
Gabriel
Let's find out. I think it's
is it
NAPF.
NAPF record attempt?
will be attempting
Gabriel Garcia.
291 kilos.
291 kilos on the bar for him for second attempt deadlift for an attempted NAPF record
Let's go check the IPF
for the
site
Masters one.
and see what the Masters 1
The total?
deadlift record is.
Oh, the deadlift. The world one.
Yeah.
Bar is loaded, as I said, an NAPF record attempt. Clock has
325
started. It is
kilos.
down to
How much?
50 seconds
325.
325.
By a Ukrainian.
291 kilos.
I'm not going to try to say his name.
Make some noise for this young man. Let's watch
He has the
this
totals
happen.
record also of 840.
Put your hands together all the way from Mexico for a
So we're
record
not in that
attempt.
ballpark.
And
Gets it up, gets it
drive.
moving. Locks it out.
Lift
Up
is
and back down.
good. 3 white lights.
3 white lights. That
So-
was a new NAPF record.
New
Moving
NAPF
on
record.
to Canada's Thomas
So the
Gear.
he gets the belt initially in the Masters 1 NAPF deadlift record book. And I'm not sure what the NAPF total record is.
I don't know.
This has got to be close to falling now.
Yeah.
So
Up
now we go to the open division. And who's that?
next, Thomas Gear, 305 kilos on the bar for him for a second attempt deadlift. From Canada.
Bar is loaded. Let's welcome him out, Cayman Islands.
672 and a half pounds. Gets himself set. Nicely done.
Up and down.
Good bar speeds. Just works that all the way up to lockout. 3 white lights. Good lift. 305 kilos. Thomas Gear.
And now we have
We've got another
another NAPF record attempt for the deadlift in the Masters 1. We have Lane Norton attempting 308 kilos.
So he opened up at 288, and he was the initial record holder of this. Then it went to Michael Garozzo at 290 and a half.
Yep.
Gabriel took it from him on his second attempt at 291, and now Lane's attempting 308. So this is 679 pounds.
Lane Norton, I'm not going to let you be quiet for this one. Stand up, put your hands together, type it up, type it up. Cayman Islands, let him know you're here. He's here to do it for you. 308 kilos.
Let's see how this goes. It's moving. There we go.
Wow. That was speed, same
Yes.
speed all the way up to lockout. 3 white lights.
Now, let's see if we can keep it because Michael Garoso
So
is now going to attempt 308.5 kilos
So
to
the-
try to take that from
So
him
the
right now.
belt goes from Gabriel, gets handed over to Lane, who now Michael is trying to take it back again, which he owned it after the end of the first round. See if he can get it back and own it at the end of the second round.
Yeah.
And then the real games are played with 2 changes possible for each lifter in the third round. So they're getting the bar ready for us. 308.5, 680 pounds on the bar.
Make some noise for Michael Garozzo, 308.5 kilos out of the United States of America. Good on his last attempt at 290.
And then Javon DaCosta is going to attempt some stuff in the open division after this. Oh, there's more in the tank there. This is going to get good.
The lift was good.
3 white lights. So Michael takes the belt back and puts it on. And here we go.
So now we
Javon
have-
DaCosta.
From Jamaica, 315 kilos on the bar. Shy of 700, 694.46 pounds.
Please, won't you welcome
694 and a half, yeah.
Yeah.
Javon
And this is a 20 kilo increase over his opener.
This young man was successful from 295 earlier. We've got the weights changed.
And this
Bar
will
is
put
loaded.
that gold medal out of sight where nobody can touch him, I believe. Thomas, I don't think can make that big of a swing. I mean, why not? But
Cayman Islands, make some noise for this young man. Make some noise for
locks it out clean.
He picks it up, he sets it down.
Smiles.
Good.
3 white lights.
Right.
Good lift.
Lights.
Now we start our third attempt deadlifts, and this is where things could get really interesting.
If you were going to have a deadlift tutorial video, we're watching it with the last 5 lifters of this round. Unbelievable deadlifting here. As we go back, and we're going to start this third round and let the games begin. So Reginald Byers' team, U.S. Virgin Islands, gonna start us off at 187.5 kilos in the men's open division. He is has crushed all of his personal best lifts in this competition, and trying to add 17.5 more kilos onto his deadlift PR. Now, in between each lift here, it is required by the rule book that they clean that bar each and every time. So it'll take just a few minutes longer, a few seconds longer in between each lift here.
Ready for Reginald Byers out of the U.S. Virgin Islands.
There we go.
Gets the down command.
3 white lights.
Up and down, well done for his final
Up next,
lift
Claudio Laura
of
from the
Cayman
Dominican
Islands
Republic.
Experience. Up next,
205
the
kilos
Dominican
on the
Republic,
bar.
Claudio Laura, I've been told with a successful lift of 205, he will set a new world record on his total points.
And you were right. If he gets this one, he will get the world record for total in the Masters 4.
Bar is loaded.
These last 2 lifters.
Representing the Dominican Republic here, Masters 4 lifter. First year of eligibility in the Masters 4 weight class, or age group. 93 kilo weight class.
And, oh, it moves really good.
I believe he's got it. Let's see. 2-1, good lift. That is a new totals, IPF totals record.
So he walks away here with 3 records.
Is it 3 world records or 2 world records and
I
an
think-
NAPF record?
I think 2 world records and an NAPF record, if I remember correctly.
But that's impressive because I know he
Yeah.
hit the squat world record.
Yeah, and he hit the total. I
the-
can't remember
And
if
the
the bench
total, and the
was-
bench was a record. I'm not sure if that was a
Yeah.
world record or an IPF. I mean a NAPF record.
Out of Trinidad and Tobago, Mark Batiste.
Impressive lifting overall, all around.
So then
And
we
we
got
go-
Mark from Trinidad and Tobago, 242.5 kilos on the bar for him for his 3rd attempt deadlift.
So this round has had just a little bit of everything going on here. Good battles, world records, craziness, and more to come. Ooh, not quite there. Gave it a good try, though.
For Mark Batiste.
So up next we have Edward Ruland from the United States, a Masters 3 lifter in the 93 kilo weight class.
Kilo attempt.
Masters 2? Did I say 3? Sorry.
He's 51.
Okay, Masters 2.
I'm 61. He's 51.
He's got 260 kilos on the bar for his last attempt deadlift.
He said he's so scared of fighting Dave Ricks that he stayed 51.
Bar is loaded. Please welcome out Edward Ruland.
260 kilos. What is that for? Because I'm kilo challenged.
573 pounds.
That ain't bad.
Did he lock it out?
Let's see what they say.
Picked it up.
Oh, they gave it to him 2-1.
Works for me.
Side referee said no, didn't like the lockout. The other two said yes, so that was good.
O'Brien Rodriguez is up next.
So he's trying to solidify that bronze medal. He's already got a good lead, but he just wants a little more insurance room here. And again, remember what I said, he's going over 600, trying 606.
Yep, 275 kilos.
He is well capable of doing this pull here.
Bar is loaded. Timer is going. Make some noise, Cayman Island and Puerto Rico.
Boricua. Let's go, Puerto Rico. Gets himself set. And I do believe that lift is good.
Oh, we have an attempt change.
That is a successful pull for
Somebody's going to try a Hail Mary.
Well done. Next.
So, kilos. Rayford Brown is going to try to jump him. No, let me see.
Is that going to...
20 kilos, that's not
No.
enough. Maybe that was what the attempt change was. They haven't put a short. To do his top.
And, oh, there we go.
He feels it.
However, that leads also in the individual lift medals. Yes, it does.
So this is when where we start our Masters 1 93 kilo battle with Gabriel Garcia from Mexico.
Okay, so well, for the total,
For the total, yes.
not for the deadlift.
Not for
he
the
can't.
deadlift,
He
no.
can't get that deadlift record.
This is for the total.
And my computer just started resetting.
Bar is
Hold on.
loaded.
There we go.
Welcome out Gabriel Garcia
Don't
from
want any more
Mexico,
glitches. Don't want any more
295
freezes, please.
Attempt good from 280 and 291 earlier. Clock is running at 45 seconds. Let's
No,
welcome
it's up
him
again.
out, Cayman
There we go.
Islands.
Because right now he is in third, correct?
Gabriel. Okay, unbelievable. The whole feed froze right as he was setting up. Michael went down, locked it in, pulled it up, locked it out. Crowd goes nuts. He brings it down. 3 white lights. He jumps over, grabs Susie Hardwick Gary, his platform coach, spins her around, and he is your gold medalist. And so now our final lift, Devon DaCosta, 327.5 kilos.
Make some noise, get behind him.
And by the way, we have another session after this.
Make some noise for this young
Gets it moving. Oh, not quite there.
So good.
So Javon is your gold medalist in the Open. Thomas Gear is your, and let's see here. And O'Brien Rodriguez, Puerto Rico, is your bronze medalist in the Open. So those are your 3. And then, of course, the incredible his records.
Yes.
Get the rest of these technical difficulties, glitches worked out. So thank you for joining us. We apologize for the freezes and glitches. We'll be back for our evening session. So be back for that. So with Juanita here with me, I'm Steve Crane. Have a good afternoon.